Today, I would like to show you how to create a Verdigris Patina Effect with chalk paint. And we are using this little wooden column as a project. As a base color, I am using Honfleur and Graphite chalk paint mixed with sawdust. I like to try different medium to create the texture, and today I am using a sawdust, mixing it with paint, making it really thick. Honfleur chalk paint will be my base color, but I also mixed it with the graphite half to half to create darker shades. I am tapping the paint into the wood, covering all the details. If you like creating a texture, you probably watched that most of the artists used a salt wash. It is an effective and quite expensive medium. I have already shown in my other videos how I used a plaster of Paris, baking soda, and even a cooking salt to create a texture, and they all worked perfectly. I am trying to reach every corner, not leaving any wood exposed. With the darker paint, I am created some shades using the same brush for both colors. The sawdust is very easy to work with. If the paint becomes too thick, add some more paint or slightly spray it with water. I let the piece dry overnight, as I am going to use a lot of water with my next step. To create a rusty look, we are going to use a darker green, Provence, a touch of dark egg blue, primer red, Barcelona Orange, and some Florence. I have added some water in each paint to make them runny and more flexible. This green looks too dark, and I mixed it with the Florence half to half and got this beautiful green as a result. And I also added some water to it to loosen the paint. As you can see, I am applying it randomly, not everywhere. Then, with the mister bottle, I am spraying the paint, letting it run down. As you can see, I have a plastic tray underneath, as the job is quite messy. I work in sections, adding some paint and then spraying it with water, as it sets beautifully inside the crevices. If you are watching my videos, you already noticed that I am using a lot of Annie Sloan chalk paint. I am not especially promoting it, but I do like working with this brand. If you happen to have an Amsterdam Green, that would be a perfect choice here. But I don't have it and had to make my own mix, which I am quite happy with. I let the piece to set in for a couple of hours, and now let's have a real fun with more colors. Provence is going to be used most, as it is a true color of rust, and I am going to jump from one color to another without letting them dry, using the same brush. Here is what it said in Wikipedia about verdigris. Verdigris is the common name for a green pigment or the natural patina, formed when copper, brass or bronze is weathered and exposed to air or salt water over time. A little bit of Florence here and there. And a lot of water to let the paint run down. Don't use too much water or you discolor the paint. At this stage, I don't want any water running marks, and I am using a natural sea sponge to blend the paint together, get rid of any sharp lines, and expose the base color, which shows nicely from underneath. You can see how the colors starting to look naturally aged. That's a result of running the paint down freely and the sponge to control it. Just paying attention to the details and exposing the brown base color here and there. A little bit of a dark egg blue, which is another natural color in rusty aged look. And some Barcelona Orange, mostly in the crevices and the corners. And all of it running down and blending together. You would probably think that would be enough, but not here. A dash of a primer red and water again. With a sponge, it is easy to get off the excesses of the paint and blend everything together. You just need to wash the sponge often if you want to take more paint off some points. In the description below, I will leave the names of the paint I've used for this project. The finish is a clear wax, which seals the paint and blends the colors together even more. And here it is done. Let me know in the comments below what you think about it. Would you choose different colors? Would you blend them differently? I value your opinion and love reading your comments. Thank you for watching. See you with my next fun project.